Chapter 16 Sri Sadguru said, once Sri Yamunacharya, whose meditation of the Almighty was his only abiding passion, visited Kanchipuram accompanied by his disciples. In the stately temple of Sri Varadaraja, the Yati met Ramanuja unexpectedly. Sri Yamunacharya beheld Sri Ramanuja having a broad chest, a very calm disposition, long limbs, charming cheeks, and raised forehead, who had an attractive innocent smile on his face, lotus like eyes, and a charming countenance, who was very tall and had a gait like majestic elephant, who was the best of jnanis and who was very humble and a great scholar. Seeing this avatara following his teacher, Yadava Prakasha, with folded palms, Sri Yamunacharya felt very sad. The world has become blessed due to descent of this noble soul. Certainly the evils of Kali have been conquered. The gateway of transcendental realm has been opened up. This being the truth, why does the devotee of Lord Vishnu follow this man, Yadava Prakasha? Thinking so, I, Yamunacharya, feel very sad despite being a sage. Let Lord Varadaraja, the ocean of compassion and the eternal benefactor of the devotees, be pleased to appoint this most intelligent wise man to his own service and protect him. The most illustrious Yati, the best of Vaishnavas, and an erudite scholar of the Vedas, Sri Yamunacharya, thought thus, and hence he cast his merciful glances again and again on Sri Ramanuja. Then he entered the sanctum sanctorum of Lord Varadaraja and made entreaties to him to be pleased to protect Ramanuja. Yamunacharya prayed, O Bhagavan, embodiment of mercy, chief of all the Devas, spouse of Lakshmi Devi, the quintessence of the Vedas, overlord of the universe, Purushottama, Madhava, O Keshava, as the perpetual path of religion has been overpowered by the malicious Kali, be pleased to rescue this earth encircled by sanctimonious. Induced by the desire to preserve and spread the lofty Vaishnava Dharma, I made Sri Ramanuja the most erudite scholar of all the Shastras and the most intelligent man, possessing divine knowledge and offering at your holy feet. Only you should safeguard him from the grip of those who are not true Vaishnavas. O crown jewel of the Devas, please cause my wish to be fulfilled. O Master, you have declared that you are subservient to your devotees. Are you not the one showering all coveted boons upon devotees? Sri Sadguru continued. Thus, praying with folded palms and tear-filled eyes, he surrendered unto Lord on behalf of Sri Ramanuja. After a short time, the magnanimous Sri Yamunacharya came back to Sri Rangam, desirous of having the darshan of Lord Sri Ranganatha. Due to this causeless mercy of the Guru and the graceful glances of his eyes, Sri Ramanuja attained perfection. He developed keen interest in nurturing loving devotion to Sri Bhagavan. Hence, he became averse to learning many Shastras and other texts. Staying away from Yadava Prakasha, he wished to be engaged in the loving service of Lord Sri Varadaraja, and he was afflicted by the pangs of separation from Sri Bhagavan. Yamunacharya had a disciple named Kanchipurna Tirukachi Nambigal. In his company, Sri Ramanuja spent his time in recounting the glories of Lord Hari. Sri Ramanuja, the man of transcendental wisdom, was ardently interested in serving Lord Varadaraja forever. He disclosed his mind to Kanchipurna. Kanchipurna was overwhelmed with joy. Entering the sanctum sanctorum of Lord Varadaraja, he submitted to the Lord the wish of Ramanuja. Having lost himself in compassion, Sri Bhagavan, Lord Govinda, the lotus eyed, the bearer of holy conch shell, disc, and club, the Lord resembling a tassy flower in his dazzling bluish complexion, the one who is ever marked with insignia of Shri on his chest, the wearer of yellowish silk garment, the Lord with an extremely charming countenance, and the one who enhances the bliss experienced by his devotees, appeared in the dream of Kanchipurna and spoke very majestically and kindly as follows. Sri Bhagavan said, O the most beautiful Kanchipurna, I heed your request. I know Sri Ramanuja since long. There is a well on the way. There is a well on the way to this temple. Ramanuja who knows it. Ramanuja also knows it. My queen wishes to use the water of the well. My queen wishes to use the water of that well daily. Hence, let Ramanuja fetch the tasty water of that well to the temple. I shall be pleased with that service. Sri Sadguru continued. The Mahatma Kanchipurna conveyed this command of the chief of all Devas, the wielder of holy disc, who appeared in his dream to Ramanuja. Getting this injunction of Sri Bhagavan, Ramanuja was greatly surprised. Recalling the past events, he was thoroughly moved. From then onwards, he was very joyfully engaged in that service of fetching water from the roadside well to the temple very devotedly. In order to patronize and attend to the Lord's devotees, he entered wedded life and was nurturing immensely deep devotion to Sri Bhagavan. Thus ends chapter 16, entitled Sri Ramanuja Charitram 2 of Book 2 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Sri Sri Krishna Premi Swamigal.